Hey, hey, hey. How are you, people? I am happy to be. Good God morning. Good God morning. Good God morning. Ooh, it's feeling good up in here. I am RosaJ, doing it God's way each and every day, and welcome to the Course in Miracles, Lesson 31. Lesson 31. Ooh, and this one is a good one. You know why? Because I am not the victim of the world I see. I am not the victim of the world I see. I am not the victim of the world I see. I am not the victim of the world I see. Let's breathe with that. I am not the victim of the world I see. No, I'm not. Nor are you. We are not victims. We create our own world by our thoughts, our what we say, our actions. That's what's our commission. Let's get on the freedom path, the path of freedom. I am not a victim of the world I see. Doesn't that make you feel a little bit better? Doesn't that make you feel victorious? Yes. It says that many times in the Bible. I am not the victim of the world I see. Of course, it doesn't say that in those words, but how can you be a victim? You created it. That's what I love to think that. I love to say that. I love to believe that. I am not a victim of the world I see. So let's get into the lesson. Today's idea is the introduction to your declaration of release. Again, the idea should be applied to both the world you see without and the world you see within. In applying the idea, you will use a form of practice which will be used more and more with changes as indicated. Generally speaking, the form includes two aspects. One, in which you apply the idea on more sustained basis, and the other consisting of a frequent application of the idea throughout the day. So you're to say this frequently. I am not a victim of the world I see. Two longer periods of practice with the idea for today are needed. One in the morning and one at night. So when you first get up, I am not a victim of the world I see. And of course, when you go to bed, I am not a victim of the world I see. 3 to 5 minutes for each of these are recommended. During that time, look about you slowly while repeating the idea 2 or 3 times. Then close your eyes and apply the same idea to your inner mind, your inner world. You will escape from both together. For the inner is the cause of your outer. My inner world is the cause of my outer world. If I'm feeling chaotic inside, guess what? It's going to appear on the outside. Chaos. My inner world is the cause of my outer world. So therefore, I am not a victim of the world I see. As you survey your inner world, merely merely let whatever thoughts cross your mind come into your awareness, each to be considered for a moment, and then replace them by the next. Try not to establish any kind of hierarchy among them. Watch them come and go as dispassionately as possible. Do not dwell on anyone in particular. Don't think about anything in particular. Just let it pass through your mind. But try to let the stream move on evenly and calmly without any special investment on your part. As you sit and quietly watch your thoughts, repeat today's idea to yourself as often as you care to, but with no sense of hurry. I am not a victim of the world I see. I am not a victim of the world I see. I am not a victim of the world I see. You know, your mind has all kinds of ideas flowing through them. So don't really give them any credence. Just think them and then repeat. I am not a victim of the world I see. In addition to repeating the idea for today as often as possible during the day, remind yourself that you are making a declaration of independence in the name of your own freedom. Let me repeat that. Remind yourself that you are making a declaration of independence in the name of your own freedom. And in your freedom lies the freedom of the world. The idea today is also a particularly useful one to use as you respond to any form of temptation that may rise. It is the declaration that you will not yield to it and put yourself in bondage. Let me repeat that. It is a declaration that you will not yield to it and put yourself in bondage. So let's practice. Can we? Shall we practice? Just a little bit, huh? Just a little bit. Can we practice just a little bit? I am not a victim of the world I see. Close your eyes. And as those thoughts pass through your mind, just letting them pass. I am not a victim of the world I see. I am not a victim of the world I see. I am not a victim of the world I see. Then open your eyes and look around. I am not a victim of the world I see. If you're in the car, don't close your eyes. If you are sitting in front of TV, perhaps you're looking at the news, I am not a victim of the world I see. Perhaps you had just had an argument or a discussion that didn't set well with you. I am not a victim of the world I see. I am not a victim of the world I see. All righty. Ooh, excuse me. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, RosaJ Hodge. Is that it? I keep forgetting. Isn't that terrible? I have a lot of YouTube. RosaJ Hodge. Yes. Subscribe and like my videos. Share them out, please. Remember that we are going to be moving to the I Am affirmation page, and I hope to see you and all the subscribers and the people who have liked that page visit with us. Replay. If you're on the replay, just let me know where you're coming from. If you have a thought, please, let's think about it. I am not a victim of the world I see. Namaste. I am RosaJ, doing it God's way each and every day. Be blessed.